Let's hear it for EK. EK is another song. Next year will be number 10 in 1 decade of doing this and bringing the word right to City Hall. So I'd like to turn it over to EK for more instructions about how it works and how you can get up here and say some words of your own. Take it away.
All right, everybody. It is such a pleasure to see all of you. It's been a few years now. I see some familiar faces and some new faces. So, just to let you know, here's how we're gonna run the evening, just the order of events. We are very honored and pleased to welcome for the second year in a row our Poet Laureate, Alejandro Murguia. And we also have the youth voice represented by students from Creative Arts Charter School, Wallenberg High School, and Mission High School. They're some very dedicated young poets. So, without further ado, I kind of have something special. I don't want to take up a bunch of airtime here because I know poets want to read. But we are very honored in San Francisco that we have our own Poet Laureate, and that the Poets Laureate in San Francisco are very active in the community. And our current Poet Laureate, Alejandro Murguia, has been going around all over the place. So we're lucky to have him here because he always has kind of a full dance card, especially in National Poetry Month. But we have a gift for you, Alejandro. Come on over. So, the poets would like to give you this plate. And it's Alejandro at a protest. And this is for your, or something. This is for your wall. You took that picture a long time ago.
Thank you.
But we would love for you to give us a poem. I can hold that for you if you want. So hey everybody, can you put your hands together and give a warm welcome to our Poet Laureate, Alejandro Murguia, who's going to kick off this event with the first poem.
Thank you, Kay, and thank you very much for that wonderful gift. It's actually better than what I asked the mayor for when he named me Poet Laureate. And I asked him to give me a parking permit. But that was denied. So even Poet Laureates get parking tickets. But I want to welcome all of you on behalf of Poetry in the Dome this afternoon here. I think San Francisco must be the only city in the world that has poetry right in the heart of government. And I think that's so important for not just our community, but more importantly, for our government. So I want to thank Jorge Molina for doing that cleansing so necessary in the spirits. Thank you, Jorge. And I want to thank EK and Val and John and all the people, Danny Dave, who put together this incredible event. And of course, I want to thank you for coming today. And I especially want to welcome the young poets that will be reading, because I firmly believe that they are our voice, and what they have to say is going to shape us for the next 10, 20, 30 years as they grow up. So let's give them a big hand. And I'll throw in this last story to encourage them. Also, the very first time I read poetry in public, I was about 5 years old. Yeah? And so that's how poetry starts, when you're very young. So I want to open up then by offering a poem. This poem is actually dedicated to a very close friend of mine. Some of you may know former Poet Laureate Jack Hirschman and Agneta Falk. And it is in memory of one of the great poets of our time, Roque Dalton. But today, I want to dedicate this poem to you. A poem for my hat. Today, I want to wear a hat, step out on my back porch in a big floppy one and wave hello to the world. Or maybe a mysterious fedora, brim pulled down low. I'd investigate the missing brown buffalo. Or perhaps I could try a Greek fisherman's cap, a song to the briny deep, sirens and mermaids rocking me. Oh, I could wear a big old Mexican sombrero would do, with silver thread along the edge that would hurt because of you. Or I could create a crazy cat hat with balloons and milagritos on the crown, and I'd stroll down Market Street, leading a lobster on a leash. Or I could sport a brown beret, cocked over angry eyebrow, and shout power to the people, and other slogans I forget. Or maybe I'll try a cloud with a blue ribbon wrapped around it like a song. Or none of that. Today, I'm going to wear the sky as my hat, and then I'll pass it on to you, so you can wear it too.
I want to bring my friend Ike on. I'm getting together, but before I do, I'm going to do a poem. How it works. Well, take what you need. Give what you can. Where you can. When you can. However you can. In other words, brothers and sisters, listen to the story, lend a hand. What happens then? In these circles, strangers become friends. Friends become family. Family becomes community, and community on the move. That's our movement. Because, hey, we've been brought together for a reason, and that reason is that we love one another.
Yeah.
Brought together for a reason, and that reason is that we heal one another.
Yeah.
Brought together for a reason, and that reason is that we complete one another.
Yeah.
Brought together for a reason, and that reason is that we contemplate on one another.
Yeah.
Brought together for a reason, and that reason is we complement for one another. Like what? Yin and yang, left and right, up and down, old and young, man and woman, rock and roll, hip and hop. So keep that poetry coming, folks. People keep it bubbling. It's our saving grace. That's what I mean. It's so good to be here 9 years. I can hardly pretend. But here we are. AK, come on out. Let's get this show on the road.